Your one's gonna be animal themed.
It is animal themed. So I thought when I taught you knowledge and it was all about animals, I was like, oh, I'm gonna teach you animals, but also animal vocabulary. So we're gonna have some fun. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Your room is gonna be animal themed.
Nope, it's just.
Looks like Rock, you might need to.
There we go. Oh, skipping ahead. Okay, so I have 4 goals today that we're going to learn.
5.
Our 4 goals are we're going to learn 4 cool animal words. We're going to watch an animal video. It's probably about 15 minutes long. And we're going to learn some awesome things about some animals.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then we're going to do a sort animals by their trait. It's a Venn diagram. Do we know what a Venn diagram is?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Glad you know. I'll go over that if you don't know. And then we're going to learn these new words and we're going to talk about animals. Let's do it. Okay. This is mammals. Can you say mammals? Mammals. Mammals are animals that have fur or hair and drink milk as a baby. So I put an example sentence. An example sentence is, a dog is a mammal because it has fur. Can we think of any other mammals? Harper?
A cat.
A cat, that would be a mammal. Sarah?
It's kind of a dog.
A kind of a dog? Yeah.
dog.
Ben, what about you?
Lion.
A lion, yeah. Ryan?
A bird.
A bird, yeah. So, fun fact, mammals are warm-blooded. That means that they just regulate their body temperature inside. So it's pretty fun. So, reptiles. Can you say reptiles? Reptiles are cold-blooded animals with dry, scaly skin. Can we think of any reptiles? Leo?
A snake.
Snake. Harper?
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Madison?
A turtle.
Turtle. Those are perfect examples.
Amphibian.
You have one?
A lizard.
A lizard.
Amphibian. Alligator.
Which one, Derek? Think about it. What does it look like? Yeah, I put some animals in there. Do you want me to come back to you?
Boxing turtle. A box turtle.
Box turtle, yeah. So I put an example sentence that says, a snake is a reptile because it has scales. And then a fun fact is reptiles lay eggs and they do not have fur.
Mr. Parker, I know. Birds have
Okay, our next word, habitat. Can you say habitat? Habitat is a place where an animal lives. I put some examples. We have like the desert, forest with some water, some mountains. You see my friend squirrel living in his tree? Yeah. So an example is a polar bear's habitat is cold or snowy. Which one do you think the polar bear would live in out of these 3? Alyssa. Oh, Alyssa's not here. I meant Kennedy. Which one?
The mountains.
The mountains.
Snowy.
That's true. And then I put a fun fact, squirrels live inside trees.
Mr. Parker, where inside trees?
Where inside trees? Probably in like the trunk part.
Or like in the middle.
Alright, this should be our last one. Camouflage.
Camouflage.
Camouflage is an example when animals blend in to stay safe. Do you see my camouflaged chameleon over there?
That's not camouflage.
He's camouflaged, yeah.
He's rainbow though.
Oh, that's my rainbow. Do you see the one under it?
Because he has feelings and feelings make him camouflage.
Yeah. So a fun fact, chameleons use camouflage to hide.
Wait, I see one.
Do you see my Arctic fox hiding?
Oh, I know one. I see a chameleon. I see the octopus. I see 2 chameleons. I see the octopus. Can I tell you something? I see.
Okay,
I
next,
see the octopus.
we're going to watch a video read aloud. My friend, Miss Esther, is going to read, what if you had animal hair
Can we
to us?
lay down?
I'm going to have you just sit up for now. And it is by Sandra Markle, okay? So we're going to watch it. I sure can.
Wait, the book or the video?
So we're going to watch this. I'll turn off the lights for you.
What if you had animal hair? By Sandra Mark. Illustrated by Howard McWilliam. Read to you by Miss Esther from the EASD Parent Connection. Let's begin by opening our book. You can turn the page in your very own book when you hear the sound. What if one day when you woke up, the hair on your head wasn't yours?
Okay.
What if, overnight, a wild animal's hair grew in instead? Polar bear. A polar bear has a double coat of hair to keep it warm. There's a woolly undercoat close to the bear's skin. Above that is a top coat made of 6-inch long, stiff, oil-coated hairs. A polar bear's hair looks as white as Arctic snow because the top coat hairs are hollow and clear. They reflect the light just like snow. Fact: each May or June, a polar bear sheds its hair.
Our internet isn't like this today. Here, I'm gonna pull this on YouTube so it'll be faster.
Mr. Brock, why do you like YouTube Book so much? Well, some teachers just laugh at the doing on there, so
Was that a needed comment? No. Was it helpful? No. Important? No. Shouldn't have been said.
Someone stole my coat.
So some of them have walked into
Oh gosh.
And grows a whole new coat in less than a month. If you had polar bear hair on your head, you could sway outdoors in the cold, wet weather and never need a hat. Reindeer. A reindeer has a double coat too. It also has a lot of hair. As many as 5,000 outer hairs per square inch of skin. Each long, stiff outer hair has a hollow core. These hairs trap air. In addition to keeping the reindeer warm, its hair helps this heavy animal float in the water. Fact: a reindeer's hollow hairs keep its body heat from escaping. In fact, if a reindeer lies on the ground, the snow under it doesn't melt. If you had reindeer hair, swimming would always be easy, even in the roughest of waters. Musk ox. A musk ox has the longest hair of any wild animal. Some hairs are as long as 2 feet. Its shaggy coat hangs down to its hooves. This coat is also double thick and so tough it acts like a suit of armor. Fact: each spring, a musk ox sheds its woolly undercoat as much as 7 pounds of hair. If you had musk ox hair, you could play outside day or night, in winter or summer, without worrying about frostbite, Senator horned oryx has hair that is just right for its African desert home. The oryx's pale-colored coat reflects sunlight and keeps it from overheating. The hairs are also so short that any cool breezes easily reach its skin. Fact: oryx calves are born with solid yellow coats. They develop distinctive markings and pale white and red coats as they grow up. If you had Senator horned oryx hair, you'd never need a comb or a brush. Even if you rolled on the ground, your hair would be too short to tangle or collect dirt. Lion. A male lion has a mane, long, thick hair on the back of its head, neck, and shoulders. When it comes to having a mane, size matters. Scientists learned that female lions, called lionesses, prefer males with big manes. That could be because the healthiest males usually have the largest manes. Fact: a lion's mane needs regular cleaning and grooming. Luckily, a group of lions, called a pride, will groom one another. These big cats have a built-in comb in their rough tongues. If you had a lion's mane, you'd stand out in a crowd. You'd look big and bold.
There you go.
Zebra. A zebra's hair grows in black and white stripes. These stripes help it to stay safe. Whether standing still or running, zebras usually stick together in a herd. Seeing so many stripes confuses hunters, such as lions and hyenas. Fact: a zebra's hair shows if it's healthy or sick. The short hair on a healthy zebra's mane stands up straight. A sick zebra's mane flops over to the side. If you had zebra hair, you wouldn't have to work at being one of a kind. Each zebra has a stripe pattern that is completely unique. Three-toed sloth. A three-toed sloth's hair often looks green because little plants, called algae, grow all over it. Sloths live in damp rainforests and rarely move, making their bodies a good place for algae to live. However, having green hair isn't a bad thing. Green hair helps sloths blend into their homes in the treetops and hide from predators such as jaguars and harpy eagles. Fact: three-toed sloths spend most of their lives upside down, so their hair grows differently than other hairy animals. When a three-toed sloth hangs upside down, its hair falls over its body. So even upside down, the sloth's hair keeps its skin dry when it rains.
Has blooming hanging baskets, planters, rose bushes, and more. Or give her a Johnson's gift card and
If you had three-toed sloth hair, you'd never be alone. Because of the algae, your hair would become home to many different kinds of harmless insects. Arctic fox. An Arctic fox's hair is snow white in winter. Each hair is also fat, helping make its coat thick and warm. As the days grow longer and heat up, an Arctic fox sheds its wintertime hair and grows a new brown coat. Now each hair is skinny, helping make its coat thin and keeping the fox from overheating. Besides staying comfortable, changing its coat keeps an Arctic fox perfectly colored to sneak up on prey, such as lemmings and voles. back and getting ready for winter. Arctic foxes also grow long hair between their toes and on the soles of their feet. Their furry feet help them run on ice without slipping. Kyle. But you don't use your hair to stay afloat or confuse predators. You don't need your hair to change with the seasons, be a helmet, or lie flat in every direction. And you'll never defend yourself with your hair, no matter what. So if you could keep wild animal hair for more than a day, which kind would be right for you? Luckily, you don't have to choose. The hair that grows on top of your head may look different from time to time, but it will always be your hair. It will be what you need to protect your head from heat, chills, and bumps, and make you look your best. How does hair grow? Hair growth starts in the root. The root is a cluster of cells, living building blocks, inside a tiny sac-like hole in the skin called the hair follicle. This cluster of cells produces layer after layer of new hair cells. As these layers build up, the old dead cells making up the hair shaft are pushed out of the skin. As long as the root is alive, the hair on your head will continue to grow at a rate of about 5 inches a year, up to a maximum of about 3 feet. Check out.
Okay, we're gonna stop there and we're gonna continue on.
I'm gonna say,
Okay, can someone tell me one of the animals that they saw in the video? Let's do Liam.
Polar bear.
Polar
And
bear.
lion.
What habitat do you think a polar bear is in? Do you remember what habitat meant?
The snowy mountains and
Snowy
the Arctic.
mountains. Harper, what about you? Which animal did you see?
Zebra.
A zebra. A zebra? Where do you think a zebra lives?
African zebra.
African safari. Let's hear from Ava.
Arctic fox and
Where do you think they live? Snowy. That Arctic fox was pretty, wasn't it? It was so cute. We also learned a little about our hair. I didn't know that. 5 inches per year. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do 2 more. Kennedy, what animal did you see?
A great toad.
Toad. Sloth. Aren't they adorable?
Yeah.
How the tree. So cute. What habitat do you think it lives in, Kennedy?
I think it lives in Florida.
Florida. A what?
Florida, and it may eat peanuts and bananas. It lives in the rainforest.
I think it lives in the rainforest. Okay, I'll pick Derek. Last one. Which one did you see?
Reindeer.
A reindeer. Where do you think a reindeer lives?
North Pole.
North Pole.
North Pole.
That's
North
true.
Pole or South Pole?
North Pole or South Pole?
No.
Okay, so on this, you're going to help me, and I might have to edit it out to where I can have us move this. So, we are going to do a graphic organizer, and we're going to sort the traits between 2 different animals. So my first animal is a rabbit, and my second is a lizard. Do we know how this works? Do we know how this works?
We did one
I think
in
I called it
library
graphic organizer, but
Yeah, we did this one in library.
you did? Okay, so on this side, this is everything that just is about a rabbit. And then on this side, this is everything just about a lizard. And then, what do we think the middle is? Same. Okay, I'm gonna go to my computer and I'm gonna ask questions and see who can pick what the traits belong to. Alright, so let's see here. if you can see my screen, let's look. Our first one is big ears. Someone raise their hand. Let's do Finn. Do you think a rabbit or a lizard has big ears?
Rabbit.
A rabbit. We're gonna move it there. What about scales? Ryan?
Lizard.
Lizard. What about it lays eggs? Kennedy?
Lizard.
Lizard. What about fur? Harper? It has fur. Rabbit. Okay, here's the tricky ones. It has legs. Which one has legs? Madison.
Both.
Both. Oh, there we go. And then the really hard one. Which one's cold-blooded?
Lizard.
Sutton.
The rabbit.
The lizard. The lizard is the cold-blooded.
I was literally going to say lizard.
So there we go. You helped me fill out my trait chart. Thank you for
Are
that.
we gonna do that? We just
Well, you just did one with me.
Like, you made us do your homework?
No, you did it with me.
That was your homework?
No, that was not my homework.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a game. So what I need is I need my girls to go get a whiteboard socket marker.
Okay. Where?
Where?
There's 9 boys.
9 boys.
And including Mr. Brown.
Yeah. Then what was your
That's
favorite
10
animal?
boys including Mr.
Penguin. That is so cute. Oh yeah. Okay, boys, you can go get your whiteboard socket marker. You can get it from your desk too, since you already have one. Hey, meet me down here in 10, 9, with a quiet voice in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, Sarah, eyes on me, 2, 1. Okay. Focus, focus. Okay, you won't need your whiteboards yet, but I had to get them early. We're gonna play a fun game real quick. Everyone show me thumbs up. Everyone show me thumbs down. Great, you get the gist of the game. I'm gonna show you a picture or a sentence, and you're gonna tell me thumbs up if it's true, thumbs down if it's false. Got it? Here we go, let's roll. A penguin is a reptile. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Penguin is a reptile. Just thumbs. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of down. You are correct. A dog is a mammal. Remember what a mammal is? It has fur. If you give a thumbs up, you are correct. What about all animals live in the desert? Is that true or false?
No animals in the desert.
Well, there's some. I promise.
Chickens could visit
Chickens. If you put a thumbs down, you are correct.
The whale can't live in the desert.
Whale cannot live in the
Then
desert.
the whale, how would it even water?
Oh, okay. Lizards have dry, scaly skin.
Yep.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you gave me a thumbs up, you are correct. A lizard is a type of what?
Amphibian.
Amphibian. It also, since it has dry, scaly skin, it's considered a
Reptile.
reptile. Nice job. Mammals lay eggs. Do dolphins, elephants, and tigers lay eggs? Thumbs up, thumbs down. You think a dolphin carries around its egg while it's swimming? Okay, if you put a thumbs down, you are correct. What's a mammal again? It has.
It has fur and it lays eggs.
It doesn't.
No,
lay
it
eggs. Just has fur.
It's just like.
Okay, so this is where you guys get to have fun. So, it is your turn. You're going to choose one of my 4 vocabulary words. Camouflage, remember camouflage is to What do they do use camouflage for?
Where they blend in.
Blend in.
Blend in for predators.
Yeah.
Not get them.
Yeah, for
Mr. Brock
safety.
is
And then habitat. Habitat is what?
It's a place where animals live.
Animal lives. Mammals have
Mammals have a fur.
fur. Do they lay eggs?
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
No.
Do mammals lay eggs?
No.
No. What about reptiles? Do they lay eggs?
Yes.
What do reptiles have that mammals don't?
Scales.
Okay, so you're going to choose one of my 4 words, and you're going to write me a sentence. I will give you 3 minutes. I'll give you an example sentence. A dog is a mammal because it has fur. No way.
I don't get it.
Dog is a mammal. So take one of my 4 words, make it into a sentence. Nice job. Fast writing.
But
Love it, love it.
it's 9:30.
We're almost done, I promise. Super fast.
Mr. 31.
Okay, when you have it, show me.
I
Nice. Nice. Nice.
But
Nice
it doesn't
fingers.
have to be
Okay, right.
spelled correctly. Yes, I can.
You try your best.
I forgot this color already. I do not know how to spell it.
Okay, you got about 30 seconds. The chameleon can camouflage. I love it. Habitats. Every animal has a habitat. Reptiles are cold-blooded. I love that. The chameleon can camoufage to stay safe. Ooh, I love that one.
I said you have to have
Nice. Okay, even if you're not done, we're gonna move on because it's about time for recess. You did it. Everyone give yourself a pat on the back. You say I did it.
I did it!
Now, your exit ticket to go line up for recess. Freeze. You have to tell me one word to describe your favorite animal.
Cool!
Wait, I'm gonna start with Sutton.
Amazing!
Amazing.
Mr. Brock.
One word to describe your animal. You can describe the color, the texture.
I'm gonna just say
Like mine is a furry animal.
dog.
What is a penguin?
It's furry.
Furry. Good. Isa. Noisy. What is it? Cat. Harper.
No.
Dog. Furry. You say furry dog.
Furry dog.
Black and white kitten.
Can
you tell me something? One word to describe your favorite animal. You say soft, warm. It has black hair. It has big ears.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to skip you and come back?
Mr. Brock, it's a little past 9:30.
I know, I'm hurrying.
It's like 5.
Soft. Good one, Ryan.
I think we're I think we're making glow.
It can glow. Nice. Hey, Christian. What's yours?
A camouflage is good for camouflage.
Leo.
It's
It's warm. What is it?
Oh,
Oh.
mine's a jellyfish.
Grayson.
Color. Wait, no, green.
Green. What is it?
Chameleon.
Chameleon. Alyssa.
It's not cool.
Red. What is it? Oh, gray. What is it? A cat. Kennedy.
Pink.
Pink. Oh, I guess flamingo.
No.
Oh,
Seahorse.
seahorse. I should guess. A Dalen.
There.
Describe your animal.
Can we take out us outside of recess? No. Good job, Kennedy.
You have it? You want me to come back to you? Alyssa, Sarah, what did he say?
Said dog.
Dog. Oh, okay. Sarah, what about you? Cute. Parrot.
Gray.
Gray. cat. Feliciana.
It's black and curly hair.
Oh gosh, that's
And it's very like this.
cat.
No.
Dog.
Yeah.
Noah.
Oh wait, it's pink.
Flamingo. Got it. Last one.
Fluffy.
Dog. Cat. I was so close.
Sarah.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
Mine was actually called. See you later.
See you later.